Hello guys, welcome to today's video. In this one, we'll be talking about Mabati. We'll discover all the things you need to know about Mabati, from the production, the designs, the pricing, and why it's such a vital construction material here in Kenya.
We saw a market, a niche in the market. There were so many people coming. I was in the construction industry.
Yeah.
I'm a contractor by profession. So we were buying Mabatis. So to many companies here locally in Kenya, we discovered that most of the Mabatis we are buying for our construction needs,
Yes.
they couldn't get past 3 months without fading.
Okay.
So this company, we built it because we wanted to correct that mistake. We were buying Mabatis, they fed, some peeling. So we came up with an idea to start a Juja Mabati factory, which we started back in last year, September. And till today, we've been delivering the best quality Mabatis here in Kenya.
Okay.
Yes.
So hey everybody, my name is Mercy Mudhoni Kengori. I am the sales manager in Juja Mabati factory, and I'll be taking you through the designs that we are manufacturing here.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what are the most popular designs that Kenyans prefer for their houses?
Currently, we have box profile and V-tile.
Okay.
These two are competing very closely.
Yeah.
Box profile because it is, I think, the first design that came in.
Okay.
V-tile came in after, but I think it's very eye-catching. People
Okay.
like it because even when you look at it from afar, it has a very nice design.
So on this wall, what is a V-tile? What is box profile?
On this wall,
Yeah.
this is box profile.
Okay.
Okay, this is box profile too. When we are discussing box profile, it comes in two gauges.
Yeah.
We sell gauge 30 and gauge 28. And then it also has two designs.
Okay.
We have this finish, a very soft finish called glossy finishing, and we also have a matte finishing.
Yeah.
A matte finishing is a bit coarse on top. Before we finish, I'll show you a sample of a matte finish.
Okay.
We have it here, but it's this is the glossy one. At least this is where we are standing, so we can see the glossy finish.
Okay.
Yes.
So box profile has both the glossy and the matte finishes.
Yes, and has two gauges.
Yes.
We sell two gauges, gauge
Okay.
30 and gauge 28.
What's the difference in terms of gauges?
Gauge 30
Yeah.
is a bit lighter, or it is the standard gauge.
Okay.
You know, when you say this is standard,
Yeah.
and then we have like a higher standard. Gauge 28 is that higher standard. It's a bit heavy. It's mostly used in industries. Yeah.
Okay. So it's like.
But for roofing,
yeah.
gauge 30 is a good gauge.
It's a good
It's
gauge.
a standard gauge, yeah.
Does the gauge also affect the pricing of the Mabati?
Yes, of course. Yeah. So obviously the standard and the higher quality have a different price.
Yes.
So the standard gauge is a bit lower than the higher gauge.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how do you price box profile, for example?
We price them per meter.
Uh-huh.
So you buy it per meter. For example, you have a house you want to build, and your fundi comes, he measures, he needs 7 meters here, he needs 3 meters here, he needs 2 meters here. So you will bring the quotation to us, we will calculate if it is 2 meters multiplied by price per meter.
Okay.
7 meters multiplied by price per meter. Yeah.
Okay. At Juja Mabati factory,
Okay.
how much is that meter for box profile?
30 or 1 meter.
Yeah, 1 meter.
1 meter,
Yeah.
gauge 30. You have to specify because
Okay.
there is 1 meter gauge 30, 1 meter gauge 28.
And you can take us through both.
Let me take you through both. Yeah. So standard gauge, 30 gauge. 1 meter is 500 bob per meter. As for now, with Mabati, it's very here. Sometimes
It fluctuates.
Exactly. So as per now, as we're speaking, if you come, we're going to give you at 500 shillings. Very nice quality. Color haitoki. The quality is nice. The color is okay. Yeah, very durable. We even give warrants, by the way. For gauge 28, 1 meter goes for 620 shillings.
What are the benefits of gauge 28 as opposed to gauge 30?
As I told you
Apart
earlier,
from the thickness.
the thickness. As I
Yeah.
told you, it's mostly used by industrious people,
Okay.
people who do heavy works.
Okay.
You understand?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh.
Mm.
So we've talked about the box profile.
Yeah.
Now we can move
We can
on
move
to
to the next one.
yeah,
Okay.
to the next design.
Okay. This
The
is our
versatile,
next
eh?
design.
Uh-huh.
It's called V-tile.
Okay.
As I told you earlier, you can look at the design. You see, it's very eye-catching.
Yes.
It's very nice. It's something very nice.
Yeah.
That is why people love it so much.
Okay.
The same thing with V-tile. We have gauge 30, gauge 28. We have a glossy finishing and a matte finishing. Now, this is a matte finishing. I know you
Yeah.
can tell the difference.
Between,
you can touch this and touch that.
Yeah, this is a bit rough. The texture is rough.
Thank you.
This is smooth.
Yes.
And this is shiny.
Mm-hmm.
This is somewhat dull. Like,
Now you get the
yeah,
difference,
I
right?
get the difference.
That is the difference.
Okay.
Yes.
Now, this you also price this per meter,
Yeah.
like box profile.
Yes, yes, yes,
So,
yes.
how much for the gauge 28 and gauge 30?
So this is a bit costly.
Okay.
It's higher than box profile.
Yeah.
Okay. When you come to V-tile, gauge 30 per meter is 600. See the other one I told you is 500.
Yes.
Gauge 30 is 600 for glossy finish. Glossy meaning the shiny one.
Yeah, yeah.
So this one, a gauge 30 is 650.
Okay.
Understand?
Now for gauge 30.
For gauge 30.
Yes.
We go to gauge 28, right?
Mm-hmm.
Gauge 28, for this one, a glossy finishing is 700 Kenya shillings.
Oh.
For a matte finishing is 750
50.
Kenya shillings.
Yeah.
Can you see the
Yes,
differences?
yes.
Yes.
So I think for clients who like the pitched roof,
Yeah.
this is if
very,
you have the budget.
It's a very, very nice. And even if you do not have the budget,
Uh-huh.
we do lipa mdogo mdogo.
Oh, okay.
You can bring what you have.
Uh-huh.
We do a quotation for you. We give you a receipt. When you see kitu kidogo, you add, and then you get your V-tile. It's a very nice type of roofing sheet.
Okay.
And it is, because it's something that you're gonna be using for a very long time.
Yeah.
I feel like it's a nice investment.
Okay.
Yes.
Now, we've talked about the gauges,
Mhm.
also the pricing,
Mhm.
but there's something I think we have overlooked.
Okay.
Colors.
All right.
So
Oh,
what
yeah.
colors do you offer as a Juja Mabati?
We have all colors.
Okay.
Yeah. We have Masai red, brick red. We
This
have
is what
maroon.
color?
This is Masai red.
Masai red, eh?
This is blue.
Mhm.
This is charcoal gray.
Okay.
This is chocolate. All the colors you've had people selling iron sheets have. We have all of
You
them.
have all of them.
That one we can assure you.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice, nice.
Mm.
So it depends with the client's
Color, yeah.
preference, eh?
Exactly. What I'll tell people is come for this V-tile. This is a very nice iron. I'm telling you, I am selling all of them, so I am marketing all of them. But I
Okay.
feel like this is a very nice and good looking, durable and long lasting Mabati.
How long do these Mabatis last?
As a company,
Yeah.
our warranty is 15 years.
Oh,
15 years means
Mhm.
it hasn't changed. Not the color, not anything. It hasn't. It is just the way I sold it to you for
It
15
hasn't
years.
peeled.
Doesn't
nothing.
peel. The color is intact.
Uh-huh.
15 years.
15 years.
So if the warranty is 15 years, it's gonna last even more.
And that's for all the
All the iron
box
sheets that we have.
It doesn't matter the glossy, the matte.
Glossy, matte, box, V-tile, all of them.
Oh,
Yeah, all of them
nice.
has warranty. Yeah.
Okay.
Mm.
That's fantastic to know.
Yeah. We're selling good stuff.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
Okay, we can move on to the next.
On to the next one.
Is this a popular Mabati?
Pardon?
The Roman profile.
Yeah.
Is it popular?
It is
compared
not as much popular
Uh-huh.
because this Roman tile has a very close looking Mabati called Euro tile.
Okay.
The one is the inversion of the other.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I feel like most people,
as opposed to this, it's
yes.
upside down.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So most people, I think, have already bought Euro tile for quite some time.
Yeah.
They do not understand the difference. So what I'd like to show you is that this is Roman tile. The inversion of it is Euro tile. Yeah.
Nice.
Mm.
Pricing
It's the same pricing as for that.
as the V-tile. Eh?
Yeah.
Okay.
Same thing, gauge, 2 gauges, glossy and matte.
Is it 28 and 30?
Yeah.
So mostly there's nothing like a gauge 26 for
There is a gauge 26. We are
But-
going to get there.
Okay.
Don't worry. Yeah. I have a gauge 26. So,
Sawa.
yeah.
I am moving on to this side.
Yeah.
We have the accessories that come now with the Mabati.
Yeah.
What do you offer as a company?
These are called roll tops.
Mm-hmm.
You see, when you're building your house, there is where the Mabati is meet,
Yeah.
most possibly at the top.
Mm-hmm.
And you see where they meet. Now we are in digital world. We want to build something smart.
Yeah.
We are not using what we used to do kitambo, so we put roll tops. These ones is to make sure that water does not get inside.
Mm.
You understand where they meet? I'm not saying where the Mabati is, where they meet. You put it
Like,
it
it's like a ridge.
prevents.
It's
Exactly.
okay.
You will get to ridges. So roll tops
Yeah.
come along with Roman tile and Euro tile. You see the shaping.
Yeah.
This one can't be used with like box because box is a bit straight.
Mm.
You see, this is curved and the Mabati itself is curved.
Yeah.
So roll tops, we use them with Roman tile and Euro tile.
Okay.
Together?
Yes.
Okay.
How do you price this?
For gauge 30,
Yeah.
it's 480. For gauge 28, it's 580.
That's per meter
This comes in 2 meters.
or 2 meters?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Each piece is 2 meters.
Yeah. So as a company, should a client submit their design and then you do a quotation? How do you handle that now?
When you already have the design of your house,
Yeah.
you talk to your fundi. You know, they're the ones that are able to measure how
Yeah.
many meters we need this side, how many meters we need this side. So the fundi gives you something called a quotation.
Mm-hmm.
That is what you bring to us.
Okay.
Yes.
So,
Yeah, we will skip this for a minute and then we'll come back to it because I need to introduce something that is very closely related to a roll top.
okay.
Yeah, and that is what you're talking about, a ridge and a valley.
Yeah.
So a ridge and a valley are used for box profile and versatile.
Okay.
Okay, a ridge near,
Hapo juu.
a valley near hapa chini.
Yeah.
Are we together up to
Yeah.
that point? Yeah. So when you spoke about roll tops and maybe you thought that it's for all Mabati, that is why I told you we will get to where the ridges and the valleys are used.
Yeah.
So these one are used for these other types of Mabati.
How much?
At the
are
same
they?
price as a roll top,
Uh-huh.
comes in 2 meters per piece.
Okay.
Yeah.
400, 500 and 480.
480 and 580. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Now, can we get back to this one?
Yes.
Okay. This one, I would even like to hold it. It's called Decra. This is a gauge 26.
Oh, okay.
If you touch it, you can feel it's
Yeah,
very
it's
heavy. Yeah?
very heavy and
This is a gauge 26.
Mm-hmm.
It's called Decra. We have them. We introduced them just the other day.
Yes.
They are very, very, very nice. This one is a bit expensive.
Yeah. How much?
750 per this piece.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
So this is like the premium now version of all the
of-
Mabatis.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. This one, it comes in different colors and different shapes. This one even has patterns.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So like this is more of like the Euro tile you were talking about here.
Yeah, but this one is premium kabisa.
Yeah.
You know, but you
The
see
Euro finish,
yeah,
like
yeah.
the.
But you see, there are different types.
Mhm.
Some of them do not have the
Okay.
yeah.
It comes with different colors, different designs.
It has some even have patterns. So you just go check whichever you want, contact us, and then we get you whatever you want.
And what's
Yeah.
the guarantee for this?
This one is even 30 years.
Oh, okay.
This one is like really, really, really high quality.
Yeah.
Gauge 26 very hard. Iata haiezi, you can't.
Yeah, you can't.
It's very hard.
Juja Mabati factory is located in Kenyatta Road, next to Homo Supermarket in Traco Lounge.
Okay. As a company, do you supply the Mabatis across the country? Are you able to do it everywhere in the country?
Yeah, we deliver countrywide.
Mhm.
As long as we have the number of the contact person, we deliver.
Suppose I'm a customer, I've brought my quotation to you. How long should I expect my Mabatis to reach my site? Yeah.
We'll say within 48 hours after you make your order. Yeah, you'll have your Mabatis within 48 hours.
Okay. Do you outsource the delivery or do you have like in-house trucks?
Yeah, we have a driver, but for long distances we use courier services for like Siaya, Mombasa. Yeah.
Okay.
So, Mr. Nick,
Yeah.
I'm about to show you how Mabatis are made from inception, how they become Mabati as you know them,
Yeah.
and you'll see our state-of-art factory here.
Yeah.
If you can follow me kindly.
Okay.
Welcome. This is our chief engineer, Matthew. Hi, Matthew. Say hi to Nick.
Hello, Matthew. Yes.
So, the journey of Mabatis, they start with the coil.
Okay.
For instance, now here, this is a coil. We call them pre-painted coils.
Okay.
They come painted from where we import them. All this is imported.
Yes.
We make sure we import the best quality. We don't compromise on the zinc. You know, this called it's an alloy of steel, aluminum, and zinc.
Okay.
So we make sure we import from the best manufacturers of these things. All our Mabatis have 15 years fade-free warranty.
Okay.
So you'll confidently, when you put them on your house, be sure 15 years will pass without them fading.
Okay.
So,
like for this, we have this blue coil
yes,
behind you.
we have another coil here. This is charcoal gray. This is charcoal gray, also glossy.
Okay.
We had matte. All of them, they are on the way. We have matte, any color they want. Up here, up front, we have our machines. This machine makes the box profile. This one for the corrugated type,
Okay.
and that one is for the Roman tile. We also have for versatile, and yeah, for now, those are the ones.
Okay.
You're about to see how Mabatis are made. So you'll see.
Okay.
This one we call roll forming.
Yeah.
They are making roll forming.
Okay.
So it comes, there's a plain sheet. Johnny comes. This is box profile. We make special lengths.
Okay.
It's not necessarily the traditional Mabatis you knew, like 3 meters, 2 meters, 2.5. Now, with this new age and technology,
Yeah.
we can make new custom length.
Yeah.
We meet you at your point of need.
Okay.
Let's say, for instance, you want 5.1. We make. We just use that machine.
Okay.
We put 5.1 meters, how many pieces you want. We custom make them for you and deliver them to your site. You don't need to come here. We'll deliver them within 48 hours.
Yeah.
That's our promise. We always come, we always deliver 48 hours. Also, in issues regarding the custom length, you save a lot.
Yeah.
People don't know that,
Yeah.
But if you go, let's say you have a construction going on, you go with the traditional ways of getting we call them the standard length, 3 meters, 2.5, and 2 meters. And somebody else, the same construction he's doing with this custom length, you always lose when you use the standard method.
Yeah.
For instance, Nick,
Yeah.
imagine a place where you need 6.3 meters
Yeah.
from up till the gutters.
Yeah.
From where we put the ridge cap to the gutter, you want 6.3 meters.
Yeah.
Now you'll have to buy 3 meters,
To reach that. Yeah.
and then another 2 meters where you'll cut 0.3 and 1.7 you dispose. That's
Yeah.
why traditionally when you went to a construction site and they were doing roofing, you could find a lot of Mabati wastages over there.
Yeah.
People would even come and collect them, wanaenda wanapimisha.
Yeah.
You know, those scrap metals dealers.
Yeah.
But these days with that, we don't do that.
Okay.
You come with your plan, your roof plan. We calculate from up there to where your gutter is. We custom make as a one Mabati. For instance, these Mabatis are going to a school.
Yeah.
These will be 6.3. How 6.1 meters. You see, 6.1 meters. If traditionally 6.1 meters, he could have bought 3 meters.
Yeah.
And then at 2 meters, akate hiyo 0.1.
Yeah.
You see?
Yeah.
And that's wastage. That's why we are making sure no more wastages. Also on using roofing nails,
Yeah.
you'll just have to hit one when tap on the top, in the middle, and the bottom.
Yeah.
So you use fewer nails.
Do you offer the nails as a company?
Yes, we do.
Okay.
We have our nails there.
Yeah.
We also sell rubber washers. We also deliver to your site within 48 hours.
And the nails are rust protected.
Yes. Maybe Matthew can bring me some nails. They are called Mabati nails.
Yeah.
Also, they are galvanized.
Yes.
Yeah,
when we were there, you mentioned the alloy. Why do we need those 3 metals on a Mabati?
So steel, when you expose steel, it rusts on its own.
Yeah.
When exposed to weather elements. So that's why. Thank you, Matthew. That's why these are roofing nails.
Okay.
That's why we make them an alloy. When you put aluminium, it doesn't fade. It doesn't rust.
Yeah.
Aluminium is rust free.
Okay.
That's why they use them in jets, in aeroplanes. Yes, you know. So aluminium is rust free. Now we mix it with steel.
Yeah.
Now to protect this color from weathering and fading, that's why we use zinc.
Okay.
That's why it's called an alu zinc.
Yeah.
Aluminium and zinc and steel. Alu zinc. So
Mabati.
yes, Mabati.
Okay.
Yes. We also make sure our another thing you'll notice. So many. I told you earlier, this factory was born to deal with issues that are affecting so many contractors. You find as a contractor, for instance, you're given a building to build. There's that something we call retention. A percentage of your money you won't be paid, so that it's held by the institution. For instance, we are building a school. They always take 10% of your money. They hold it, and in case there are cracks within a period of like 6 months, they hold it so that that money can be used to repair. And one of the things that they usually look at is the Mabatis.
Yeah.
You know, everything inside there can be cracks, and you seal them, but Mabatis you can't do anything.
Yeah.
So that's why we were losing a lot of retention money.
Yeah.
You put Mabatis, they fade within that 6 month time, and you lose your retention. That's why we came up with this factory.
Yeah.
to deal with such issues. And that was one, and we've dealt with it.
Okay.
So be sure 15 years fade free.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Is rust protection available on corrugated Mabati?
Sadly, the normal sheets, these
Yeah,
sheets,
the normal sheets, yes.
these sheets, they don't have zinc.
Yeah.
So eventually they rust out.
Okay.
If you can see here, we've written not for roofing.
Yeah.
We don't advise people to roof with these ones
Okay.
because they don't have zinc.
Yeah.
To tell you the truth, they don't have zinc, and with time, 2-3 years, they start rusting.
Yeah.
Because this color is the one which is mixed with the zinc.
Yes.
Remember, zinc, we call it a sacrificial element.
Yeah.
You put it there to be sacrificed.
By
weather elements, so that it doesn't reach the steel and the aluminium.
Okay.
But this one is just steel and little aluminium.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
it will eventually rust.
So this is mostly, that's why it's used for like holding a site.
Yeah.
If
you want to partition places, you want to build a site office, you want to something temporary,
Yes.
not for the long run.
Okay.
2, 3, 4 years you should be done, or cow sheds,
Yeah.
Number 1, a reputable seller. Remember, cheap is expensive. You'll find so many people, they don't look at quality. They don't look at quality in nothing. So cheap is very expensive. We've been there, we've done that, and we've felt it. Number 2, that seller of the Mabati factory or the factory, they should show you. I can show you the certifications where we import these ones. Maybe many can hold that information back, but me, I'm open. I can show you the zinc quantity.
Yeah.
You can know the zinc. Remember, the zinc is the one which is you're exposing it to the environment, to the weather. So the zinc content should be. I'll show you in a few the zinc content in such a steel, that's coil.
Yeah.
Yes. Also, most factories these days, they sell a very small width. You see, so you'll end up, it's cheaper, but you'll end up buying more Mabatis.
Yeah.
Bring me that sample, smart sample. You see, ours is 36 inches width. Let me show you a sample. That's why you see there's a very big price difference. This is a sample we took from another factory. If you can see how small it is. This is a small. So this one will definitely be cheaper. This is 33 inches.
Yeah.
Remember, it will overlap. If it overlaps, the width which is put out there is less than 30 inches. You lose because if you want something quality, you should look for these. We call it 1,000 meters. You see?
Yeah.
So that's one.
It's 3 feet in width.
3 feet, yes, sir. And also deliveries. You know, sometimes you need your Mabatis, you put your roof, your timber out there. If you expose your timber, it starts to sag.
Yeah.
So you need a company that can deliver fast. Yeah, fast. 48 hours, 72 maximum. You should have your Mabatis at site. And also handling, but mostly don't look at cheap. Cheap is expensive.
Bwana Gakuru, thank you for the tour and for educating us about Mabati. This is a very, very important construction material because without it, not many people will be able to do roofing.
Yes.
So thank you for the information, for sharing it openly, and for giving us the tour of the production process. If you want to get in touch with the Juja Mabati factory and Bwana Gakuru, I'll leave their contact details on the description and also in the pinned comment. You can consult with them anytime that you find convenient. Thank you for watching this video, and we shall see you in the next one.
Thank you. Thank you, Nick.